understanding the storm. In this world, you will have trouble, but take heart. I have overcome the world. John 16:33. Living with cerebral palsy means facing challenges that many may not understand. These challenges can be physical, such as difficulty with walking, speaking, or muscle weakness, but they can also be emotional and mental. Jesus himself warned us that in this world we will face trouble, but he also assured us that we don't face it alone. So it is essential to understand these struggles, which are a natural part of life, to help shift our mindset from defeat to resilience. Though our storms may seem overwhelming, they are temporary, and how we respond to them genuinely matters. Hurricane Frederic made landfall at 130 miles per hour on September 12, 1979, marking my first physical storm to weather on this earth. However, I came into this world with a different kind of storm, making my early entrance into this world 6 weeks ahead of schedule, despite plenty of efforts from doctors who tried desperately to delay my arrival. One late night in August, I was already experiencing my first storm of life. My parents had already been told I would not make it. If I did, they'd be taking care of a vegetable. All the 1. Pessimistic predictions were made that he'll be blind or he'll never walk. Being born in a Catholic hospital, I was given my last rites on my first day of life. I often remind myself every day beyond that day is a gift from God above. Day 1 was no picnic. Both lungs collapsed and strengthened my own personal hurricane to a Sea T5. Frederic was a sunny day walk in the park, comparatively speaking. I would go on to beat the odds and spend 28 days in the neonatal intensive care unit. Around 5 months later, my mother noticed that I would hold my bottle differently than my older brother. A visit to the pediatrician would then confirm a diagnosis of cerebral palsy, specifically spastic hemiplegia. 2. Chapter 2, Building a Strong Foundation. Therefore, everyone who hears these words of mine and puts them into practice is like a wise man who built his house on the rock. The rain came down, the streams rose, and the winds blew and beat against that house. Yet it did not fall, because it had its foundation on the rock. Matthew 7:24-25. When storms hit, it feels like we're being swept away. For those living with cerebral palsy, the challenges are not only physical but emotional as well. A strong foundation in faith, however, provides an unshakable anchor. Build your life on the rock of Jesus Christ. Scriptures like I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me, Philippians 4:13, and for God has not given us a spirit of fear, but of power, love, and a sound mind, 2 Timothy 1:7. Remind us that our strength comes from God, not from our circumstances.
Es